Yes.
My name is Marko and I'm from Croatia, and actually I host to these wonderful people. They're actually like my family from India, and actually I will tell you a few words about me, about Croatia. Actually, we started this couch surfing a few years ago. Uh, I realized couch surfing is something amazing, and actually can get real life of exactly one small part of the life how you actually live here in Croatia. You actually open door of your house where actually everybody can stay, everybody can spend a few days with you, and actually everybody can realize how is the life over here. Okay, actually I'm 30-year-old and my life is pretty busy and pretty excited. I really try to enjoy my life each moment. Before I go to sleep, when I sleep, I try to do the same. When I wake up, uh, I'm actually the kayak instructor. I'm working for one company who actually is actually adventure company who have all kind of adventure trips here in Croatia, and it's pretty interesting and it's pretty busy. Actually met lots of nice people all around the world, and I think it's really filled me out, this job, and actually this country filled me out and all that. Actually I spend my life, since I finished my school, I spent my life pretty busy. When I was 22-year-old, I went to Middle East, spent 6 years over there, and returned to this my beautiful country. After that I started like a guide for adventure trips, and this is like my third season. And actually I think it's nice, it's very nice, and everybody actually who watching this video actually suppose come if you really want to check my words, how is life here and all that. I think it's a great if you come and visit us here in Croatia in our home. Few words about me, I think it's what's enough. If you want to know the rest, you are more than welcome here in Croatia.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, Marco. Like always, I have a few questions for our guests, and
Yeah.
let me.
Yeah.
In fact, our host, not guest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, the first question would be, what is happiness according to you, Marco?
Actually, I realized the happiness all my life. I looking the happiness all around the world, looking outside of me, and that I realized it's the wrong move. The happiness actually is. I can't explain you what is happiness, and maybe you're not gonna feel. You must feel that, and actually, happiness coming from inside, not from outside. All the things what we have, like new expensive cars, huge villas, lots of money. That's happiness. People think that's happiness, but it's not. That's happiness who is outside, and I think that's fake. Happiness, exactly. I can't explain you what is happiness if you don't feel deep from your heart, deep from your soul. When you realize how actually you're gonna realize if you found something really makes you happy in your life. Check actually if you find like the cell phone, you actually think it can make happiness for you. But actually, when you feel you're happy so much, just stop for a few seconds and actually check where that happiness coming from. It don't coming from the cell phone. It actually coming from the deep of your heart. So I think happiness everybody in this life must feel through their own body, through their own heart. That's actually for me
Okay.
happiness.
Okay. Thank you. And let's move on to another question. How will the world be in 5 years from now, according to you?
Actually, according to me, world, some part of the world going even worse, like we back to the past in a time of middle age or something like that. Some part of the world, like actually, I'm surrounded with people who actually every day is a war more and more. I think this whole system does not gonna work anymore. And I think people who actually gonna try to wake up, try to realize actually what is the meaning of the life. And actually, I think this world, lots of people gonna say, "Oh, this world is terrible. Lots of wars, lots of floods, lots of all kind of bad things." But I think actually this planet and this world is a great place for the living, and I think actually everything starts with you. So actually, I think the people who is gonna be ready to wake up, go deep inside themselves, they're gonna enjoy this world. But same that people who actually always looking somewhere else, something happiness there or in another country or in another planet and all that, I think for them world always gonna be like an enemy place or something like that. So actually everything is about a person, and actually how is they looking for that world. I think the world for 5 years, I tell you, for me, it's gonna be great, even better than right now.
That's a very optimistic approach, and I think that is going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, let's move on to another question. That was a very interesting answer. I thought,
Okay.
you know, because what you're saying is world, according to you, depends on you, not outside.
Exactly. The whole world is in me, not outside.
Okay.
And actually, I start. If I feel good, everything gonna be okay. If I think good, everything gonna be. And same like that is in the opposite side. If I think everything gonna be bad, it will be.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on to another question. What is the future of internet according to you?
Actually, internet, like I realized, honestly, I'm not some knowledge guy about internet and computers and all that. I use just for a few things, basic things. But actually, I tell you from my opinion, from my view, actually, you can't do lots without internet. So internet is very helpful thing. And but actually, how I realize you must know how to work with internet. Internet not supposed to work with you. You actually cannot think. You actually cannot live without internet. But I tell you, internet is very very powerful thing and very useful thing. So I think the future of internet is gonna be very important for everybody. For get good connection, for actually you can find out lots of good things with internet and everything what you want to know, and of course connect with all people all around the world. So I think internet it's gonna just raise up, and even more and more people gonna use them. So I think the future of internet is gonna exist very well, and every day more and more percent people use internet. So
it's going to be a very connected world.
Yes, it's right now connect, but it's going to be more and more.
Yeah. Okay. And last question, but I think one of the most important questions. How do you think the future of learning is going to be, like education?
Actually, my opinion of today's schools and about that college and universities, I think it's getting worse. Start from the history. I think they learn very bad things about history, and I think lots of that things what they learn today in school it just not make sense for me. And they put some kind of program in that kids what is not necessary for them, and actually kids they even don't know what is the life. I think actually the best school is in life is actually our mother nature. Actually you can learn everything what you need for your life and for your future. Actually, of course, school is really some kind of school is really necessary. But I tell you from my experience, I don't have university or something like that. The great life school is the best one. I think actually we need in the future turn connect with the nature, connect with the people, share love.
So
and actually, there I think it's the best school. It's my
okay.
opinion. I hope so. Somebody gonna agree with that. I'm sure it's work for me, and actually I realize it's work every day. Just connect with yourself, and you will find lots of answer. But if you know how to make the questions, the answer will come.
Okay, okay, that's an
That's
interesting. So you're saying it should be a lot of hands-on learning where you actually.
yes, exactly. Not. I think they learn. They try to present too many unimportant things to that kids, and kids learn so many things what is not actually true. You know, through the
Mm-mm.
history you can read in books so many lies, so many. Why they need know somebody that if that lies, who know? You know, I think the like from the history, I think all civilization was much knowledgeable
Okay.
about everything than we are. So just count two and two, and you will see where the humanity go with so many schools, with so many universities. We destroy this planet, we destroy everything. So what makes sense of that school? I just want to know that. So you can actually see when the people live with nature, what kind of planet was, or when the people go in school and try to be smart, try to be like a robots. So you can see everything today, picture of the world and picture before. So for me, schools not very good, and I think it's gonna be worse for 5, 10,
Okay.
15 years.
Okay.
And actually today, like I realize, in school can go only people who have lots of money.
Mm-mm. Mm.
So that's very bad. Actually, that's I try to answer the best I can.
Okay. Thank you so much, Marco. I think those are very interesting answers we got. And yeah,
You're welcome.
thanks again for hosting us. See
No
you.
problem.
Bye.
Bye bye.